Selikem offer Mama Gan Major Subibre. It was for Ensemble na and a trendy social media, politics, entertainment. There's a sports, everything, spirituality, everything be and a trendy social media. Name mono, Dedi Markotney and the bro our seed GHTV. It was for Yanko Nyankoti and Semini B.
Wonder when I look in Agyapong, made some statement. I'm Obakai. I said these people, referring to this government, they are looting Ghana as if there's no tomorrow. And when they loot, they send the money outside. This is Ken Agyapong's own statement. Nobody forced him to say it because I don't know no more. He is there with them. He said they are looting. You see, the difference between stealing and looting is that when somebody is stealing or taking nkakankra, looting or just ordinary and that is why today, if you go to our hospitals, people are suffering. If you go to our schools, children are lying on their belly to write because the money is with some people. We can't build a nation like that. You can't give this nation to political parties to take control, absolute control. Let's build a society where there will be equal opportunity. Tell me, I have 2 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys. My girls, we are fighting for a system. Politicians wouldn't have to sleep with my daughter before Obama. But what in America has we want a system that will provide equal opportunity for every Ghanaian child who is school. Let's say, who apply in a forward, you better get a job to do. The unemployment rate in Ghana now, over 14.something%, and quite alarming. It's a national security issue. Cost of living in Ghana now, Evans. You go to the market, we know what I'm talking about. Cost of doing business in Ghana. Look at inflation rate, look at the exchange rate, and look at what is happening with interest rate. Are we a businessman? You can't even borrow. Because political parties, that is where they get their strength. And young mama, there are people just about 7 years ago. Car time for me to mentor. Today they own houses and they own cars. Oh, this government appointees. And nobody questions them. Nobody questions them. And we can't develop a nation like that, where people come and capture the state for themselves for 8 years. After that, they go. Another one comes 8 years. I say a cycle. It's a power. Say 8 years. So what do, Evans? I steal enough to make sure that my co-oppositioner, a person in opposition. And until some of us, they believe, say, this election is about the personalities. Mr. Allan Chamanton, Bawumia, Mr. Mahama, Chada, whoever. Let's examine them as individuals. Before I'm a politician, because who be a politician, you can fake. And people fake all the time. They become humble when they are not humble. They become sober when they are not sober because they won't pay to me. I'm a politician. Check not no broad boy. Our chest is signing per way. The Ghana 2 missions over to me. I shall so. And then you know here. And it's not baby to say, it's not about party politics. It's about Ghana. We are building a nation. And some guys will say there's something wrong with what is happening. What is even worse is the system you are practicing. Evans, let's be honest. Winner takes all system. Acquire 8-year cycle of state capture. And this no meaning everything from contracts to scholarship to recruitment to employment to appointment. Everything we are on Mochefa. And yes, a part of me on Mochefo. Kuma bin kofo kuma bin omugusu ono. Omo moche, omo mobusia fo. Nti omocha 8 years omokwa. Na say MPP suba. No so about the same thing. Nti akwakoye 8 years cycle. Since 92. We reach 16 years. We reach 16 years. Now, Omambia so obo nipa post obo bra. After 32 years, I say uchi. Obi san wo say, bra mo boy sabi akoyi and ankoyi. Bibi a chere say after 32 years, this country has never been governed properly. We could have done far better than where we are now.
Okay.
And see, maybe the end say per se you're moving forward now. You share how to correct this system. If it's a question, last Black Star, on Central African Republic, Even, I mean, Ghana, you have for players and Kobo matching. And as you have for how to folk play and Kobo matching. and also Olympics and media players. But what did we do? We selected the best players in this country. You call Kotokoma, you take the best. You call Hatsma, you take the best. You call Amanonia, Ghana for no one, you select the best. No more forming national team. No more representing Ghana. Because Omuminia and Yijaba Ghana. But what in America say? I didn't see a better economy there. Near the economy in Aisha party back when son. So more nimpo between you, Omunimpo between you, Nina Quaquada. Omu manager. Omu prayer in the end, IMF. In the end, do so. Painful see, Nancy Baku for sale. Saying this crab to me, and after 16 years of many opportunity, in Jomo and Gagan and Tissa, and people crab to me, and Gagan and Tissa. And the support him as an enchantment. We support him because instead of the winner takes all system, no, the end they say, the Nkaboma buying a government of national unity neighbor. And they say, call NDC ma, we select the best in NDC, the best in MPP, the best was CPP. Ahimfo, Asofo, professors and doctors, some uses, you pick the best from there. Civil society organizations, labor union, get the best from there. Ghana form more IMF, World Bank, any UN, any other bodies, bring them home. Put your best together, like the way you form a national team. Now, I'm going to manage this country. Now, I'm going to winner takes all. Because if you have all these people coming together, then you have a true representation of people from different angles. Omo adwembia sabi undumi in your political party. Even what I say, instead of call a country like Benin, which used to be a very poor country. We knew Benin about voodoo, spiritual, and then Evans Benin say Benin in the last 18 years. Benin has developed, has grown from, they are still, if you like, developing country, but since in the last 18 years, Benin, independent president, first, it was Thomas Yaiboni. After political party, no issues, no say, okay, enough is enough. No more to Obama independent president for the first time, Thomas Yaiboni. Omo man no 21st 5 years, omo the 5 years, 5 years. O 25 years you know. No go from say, this is the best. Because I didn't come about my no. The woman another 5 years. O 10 years you know. Benin for us to almost sign to Obama another independent president, IFN Patrice Talon. We can say Benin president, we try the first 5 years, or we try the last 5 years. Benin's economy is now considered one of the fastest growing economies in the world, not in Africa, in the world. Evans, what is more painful? They say Benin only depends on cotton and cashew. Cotton and cashew. This is what that is their resources. I'm the developing economy. We have gold, we have cocoa, we have bauxite, we have manganese. We mention all the resources. And then he will be. Yet Ghana, as I speak, businessman of Benin or Kobobosa, interest rate is not up to 7%. Businessman of Ghana, Kobobosa, interest rate 35 to 40%. One is managing properly, one is mismanaging properly. There's the difference. That's why we are saying that said your main NDC MPP football ball ba ebugu omai. At the first and answer what you say and this phone now say he is right. Every phone now say he is wrong. That's a Senate, a Senate hotels are see a tone. And before you now so there's nothing wrong with it. And before so there's everything wrong with it. And your minor NDC MPP, Nanke, registration keke, transfer of vote keke, and so into home. Because political parties, that is where they get their strength.
All right. So, Mr. Bachman, I think why enumerate number of issues say do no the Ghana for you 5 minutes. A day na Allan Kojo chairman team ebeye say Ghana for nya ne mugidi na fa tumi nhyɛ ne nsam deɛn ɛna mo bɛyɛ na mo de asesasa ne ma we nya 5 minutes.
Yes, Evans. So we stadium is an international GHTV. Look at baby about manifesto. As an international on the manifesto na deba or the plan. Because Omambia knew a way to because of manifesto. You need a plan to develop. And so on will be party from what parties the two parties are doing. They are put forward a plan which will be launched very soon. The plan is already out there, a public document. In the plan, watch how our fixing Ghana's economy. The most important thing for us to do is to fix this economy first, because every other promise will depend on the economy. Until watch how to fix the economy, the macroeconomic environment, to make it sound, inflation, interest rate, and debt sustainability. Watch point A, B, C, D, how to fix it. Watch how we use agriculture, any industrialization to transform this country, to create jobs. When you say, Obi promise you say, maybe be amo watching as Obi someone say, and rather than away, because what you did yesterday will make somebody believe what you promised to do tomorrow. But what in America I say, we are talking about Mr. Allan Chamanton, a man, a konya winyo on a Bawumia or excel. In fact, Evans, many people in Kofobo brain same way. In 1994, we more some scenario. In 1994, Abra Mr. Mandela, Uminifi prison, our be president of South Africa for the first time. No? And the South African economy, it favored the whites. Until Mr. Mandela, no, here advice as to how to restructure the South African economy to favor the blacks, to create jobs, enterprises. So he invited experts from around the world. Evans who tell me experts from around the world. Experts, invite them, they are less than 10. One of them was a 38 years old, if you like, a young man from Ghana. His name is Allan. When Mr. Allan Chamanton was 38 years, he was invited as one of the experts to advise Mandela on how to restructure South Africa's economy. I'm telling you, somebody, even at that age, at that time, the whole world recognized there's a black man in Africa. When it comes to economy, any management, any development, the same person. And African, edi job boom back. Apophone UN, any AU, United Nations, African Union, Omoban, who say, this is what you want you to do. We want to have one common market in the whole of Africa. Mr. Allan Chamanton was the person who was given the job to create the biggest economic project in Africa, which is the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. The black man did it. He is from Ghana. His name is Mr. Allan Chamanton. He's done a lot. People say, Mr. Allan Chamanton, when you sign your men, I didn't know when I'm born and I go for the man to say Ghana economy. The difference is this. Mr. Allan Chamanton will create or Nangasan or ordinance one district, one factory policy. Normally share MPP manifesto. Na partner tons policy ma Ghana for. Na Ghana for travel my partner. Evans, one district, one factory. Minister for Trade and Industry. President's office. Which of the two should one district, one factory should go? But Evans, I saw him say question what here?
Ethiopia.
The same as Allan Chamanton or policy. Party really power no. One district, one factory. No. We share presidency for 3 years. Ministry of Trade and Industry, because of internal politics. Because how can you obia Nankasa policy or you're expert in industrialization, enterprise development, and now watch your policy? Now they are called Akwaji votes. No we win power. No one fight and question the ministry, and that's the only ministry is supposed to be Ministry of Trade and Industry. One district, one factory. The question presidency for the first 3 years in the Nado's administration. Honorable Gifty Ohini Kunedu was the one in charge in the office of the president. Short time look at the factories he was able to create. he was a minister. He was appointee. So your president will be chairman and no yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Nchamatin's term for the first 6 years, or your minister, check the record. Ghana recorded trade surplus for 6 consecutive years. Check the record. Before that, they recorded negative, which is deficit, or buy, you know, for the first 6 years as a minister. Even before he left, Ghana recorded trade surplus throughout. And I'm saying that this is the man who also drafted and wrote the policy for automotive Ghana automotive development, and in the assembly cars for Ghana. 6th March, you know, President displayed all the cars to Ghanaians. All these cars are being assembled in Ghana. Who wrote that policy? Mr. Nchamatin wrote it and led the team.
Okay.
And so we are talking about somebody. Why you be paying?
87.
Or see. So in Makonya, with the plan at all. This is the plan, blueprint, roadmap. I want to use this to develop Ghana. No other person has been able to provide a roadmap. They have formed committees to come up with manifestos, which is only promises. A map, a plan gives you a promise and tells you how about achieving the promise. That is what Mr. Nchamatin does. That's why I'm saying that if you remove all the political party colors, so as individuals, Mr. Mahama and Bawumia, none of them comes close to Mr. Nchamatin.
Okay.
And that is why Ghanaians must vote for him to be the